Hey, good morning. It's Aurora from Root Awakenings Uniquely Yours. I did a post yesterday actually on you gotta kill everything to have everything asked back to it, and I got a lot of replies, especially on messages. So I'm going to talk about love, relationship. It goes hand in hand. One of the questions, or several of the questions I got from the video of kill everything so you can be reborn with everything, was about relationship. A lot of people took it from significant other kind of relationship instead of an overall perspective of things. So I really want to talk about love and relationship. I realize a lot of people look at relationship just with significant other. And I don't know, maybe it's because Valentine is tomorrow. But I realize that right now, a lot of people are struggling with relationship or worried about someone going away. So I had an interesting conversation with a friend about it. And I said, is it the relationship itself that you're trying to save? Or is it a fear that you have to be alone? You know? So it was something that you needed to reflect on. First, I want to talk about the relationship aspect. Instead of just looking at it from a significant other, the way I look at relationship is you have a relationship with everything, you know. And I've said this in another video. The only difference in relationship is the intimacy level. But we have a relationship with the first person that maybe you ask, hey, what time is it? Or someone for direction. You have a relationship at work, and you have a relationship with significant others or family. And the only difference between that is your intimacy level. A lot of people are focused more on, am I gonna lose somebody? And that's the biggest fear. But I realize that it shouldn't be that way. Shouldn't be focused on a relationship just from significant other. The healthiest, most relationship yet you have is with yourself. And people don't like to work on that relationship and would rather work on significant other or other people rather than themselves. What you don't realize is that the relationship with yourself internally and how you take care of yourself and how you communicate with yourself or how you respect yourself, it's going to have a ripple effect, and it's going to carry on to how you engage with people or the relationship you have, not just with significant other or family. It's relationship at work or with money. But once you start to get that flow and have that healthy relationship with yourself, everything else come into play. You know, does that make sense? So again, if you have a healthy relationship with yourself and you're able to love and respect yourself, all that is going to have a ripple effect on everybody else. But somehow for many, not all, that doesn't seem to be an option. A lot of people will focus on external relationship rather than internal. So the way I look at it right now, if you were to able to cut yourself in half and put them on the other side, would you date you? Would you date who you are? And then ask yourself, if you were to cut yourself in half, what kind of boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, siblings, or whatever it is, boss, what kind of relationship is that? Are you listening to yourself? Do you trust yourself? Do you respect yourself? You know, do you praise yourself? So whatever it is that you want in a relationship, be it work, significant other, family, or whatever, you need to start to look at it from how do you treat yourself. Like I said, if you were to cut yourself in half, Would you date you right now, in this particular moment? And no excuses, no buts or whatever. Just overall, would you date you? Would you be a good boyfriend, a good husband, a good girlfriend, a good brother or sister, aunt or mom? Or would you replace yourself? So instead of looking for an external relationship, cut yourself in half. And whatever it is that you do, the sweet sugar that you do to woo somebody, court somebody, or whatever characteristic traits you want when you're finding a significant other or people that you hang out with, do you provide that to yourself? Do you ask yourself those 101 questions? You know, do you love yourself, respect yourself? You know, do you hold yourself sacred? You know, do you bring passion in your life? You can't depend on other people to do it. You can't depend on happiness. And for the longest time, I hear people say, I'm not happy, or I'm stressing because of my relationship. Well, before you start to look at that and try to fix that, the first romance that you will ever have is your romance with yourself. And believe it or not, when you start to learn to speak to yourself, communicate with yourself, respect yourself, hear yourself, and date yourself, and ask 101 questions with yourself, because you're always changing. A circumstance can change you, a situation can change you, but get to know you, have a one-on-one with you. And if you start to work on that and you start to develop that healthy relationship with yourself, everything else will come into play. And that's the kind of relationship you're going to get. You know, like that saying, birds of a feather flocks together. Well, it's the same thing. So whatever it is that you want in a relationship, stop asking or trying to provide it to somebody else, because that's temporary. What you need to do is go internally and learn all those traits and develop all those traits that you would want in somebody else, and make sure you provide it for yourself. That way, when the right person comes along or your tribe comes along, you're going to appreciate it more. You're going to respect it more, because you already developed it. You know, so before anything else, even though I love those relationship questions and I get it all the time, you know, look internally and say, whatever I want in a relationship, am I providing it to me first? Because if you're looking from an external thing and you're trying to look at it from a circumstantial thing of, oh, my significant's happy or my family's happy, so I should be happy. No, regardless of what's going on with them, you should be happy. So again, find those characteristic traits, write it down, what you would like in a relationship, and then provide it to yourself. So again, I've always said, life is not complicated. You make it complicated. So even in relationships, stop searching for it externally and look within. And find that romance within yourself. Find that passion in yourself. Find that euphoric high with yourself. Find that love within yourself. And when you're able to do that, that's going to come out. That's going to shine. And people are going to see it. Yeah. I've always said, if you have to chase, then you're not worthy of it. So stop chasing. Stop worrying about a relationship. Stop stressing if somebody's going to stay or not. Stop wasting all that energy. Whatever it is that you want in a relationship, make sure you provide it for yourself, and it's going to have a ripple effect. If you have any question on anything that we talk about, comment below and ask whatever you want. In addition, if you'd like to provide a comment or whatever it is on what you want me to talk about, or if you have a question, or you're just reflecting on something, or you're confused about something, let me know. Comment below, and then we'll try to cover it on the next video. All right, again, this is Aurora, signing out. Peace out.